The Live Conversation Show.
Yeah, man. This is the king of ska, Derrick Morgan, man. Yeah. It's your time. The #1 music. The foundation of all music. From Kingston, Jamaica. Can you feel ska music down in your soul? Feel ska music down in your soul. Can you feel ska music down in your soul? Feel ska music down in your soul. Can you feel it? Ska music, can you feel it? Ska music, please. Hey. It's your time. Well, can you see the girls dancing out control? See the girls dancing out control. Can you see the men dancing on their toes? See the men dancing on their toes. Can you feel it? Oh, ska music, can you feel it? I love the reggae dance, I love the rock steady. But when it comes to music, ska music, I love the calypso, I love the soca now. But when it comes to music, ska music,
Whoa, we have with us the king of ska, the man himself, Derrick Morgan, OD. He was awarded the Order of Distinction in my lifetime. What a thing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
We are in the midst of royalty. You know that, right?
That's right. I said we are in the midst of royalty. OD. Order of Distinction.
The reggae royalty, man.
Well, on the 6th of August here gone, I get another honor. It's called Musical Icon. They gave me that.
Oh, wow.
The musical icon.
Yeah. What the applause there?
Where is the applause? Hold on. May I forget the applause? Hold on. I'm slacking. Hold on. Yeah,
the
man.
musical icon now.
Brilliant. Yes, definitely. And it's well deserved. And I'm glad you got it in your lifetime. You know, and the industry is getting it right for a change.
That's right.
I have to say it's an absolute blessing. I was saying to, I think it was Sharon Bentley, I was saying there are two people I've interviewed so many in my lifetime, so many icons and legends and so forth, you know. And there's two that I'm happy that in my lifetime I'm getting to interview. I've interviewed the legendary Bonnie Lee.
That's right.
Before he passed away. Yeah. And boy, what a show he gave us.
Yeah.
So we're getting to speak to you as well.
That's right.
I can't even leave out my good friend Owen Gray.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, Owen Gray, I know him.
Yeah.
Yes, who used to live down the street from me. So yes, I know him good.
Yeah. So my first thing to you is how you feeling right now? 'Cause right now you look like $1 trillion.
No, a little bit more.
What's after trillion? Quadrillion.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling good right now, you know. Feeling good. I only have a slight back problem with the foot on my back. And then
Oh my God.
allow me not to walk but properly, but away from that, all organs working good.
Let me tell you something.
Amen.
I am suffering the same thing, back problem, foot problem, everything hurt me.
Yes, all of us foot going. So that you ain't gonna leave me now. If
right.
them get it, they don't want to run from that, you know. Some start with the food first.
Lord.
I'm not ready for that yet. No, sir.
That's right.
Sharon, introduce yourself, my sister.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the midst of greatness. My name is Sharon Mango.
Hey, Lady
And-
Mango.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir, Lady
Are
Mango.
you the East Indian Mango?
I was going to say that.
You know what? Yes,
I
East
love
Indian,
East Indian Mango.
Well,
Except
everybody
the
loves
East Indian. East
mango.
Indian.
East Indian. So it's
Okay.
all right. I'm going to stay with East Indian Mango, but I am Sharon Mango on the real. Some people know it's my real name.
All right.
Sharon Mango. And we want to welcome you this morning, this blessed morning, Derrick Morgan.
Thank you.
Order of distinction was awarded to this gentleman, and the newest one is musical icon.
Lit icon. Yes.
Well deserved.
A staple in Jamaican history. And again, to echo 10-Star General's words, you know, I am so happy to know that they have given this to you while you are here. Not when you're gone.
All right.
You can accept it and acknowledge it and embrace it.
That's right.
I'm so happy.
Embrace it, man. Yes.
Yeah. God bless you, man. God bless you. That's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Amen.
I have a few people to thank for this show. I remember, you know, reminding myself of those who were left in the industry, because to me it seemed like all our icons and legends were leaving for some reason. It's like, is there somewhere they're running off to that I'm not aware of, you know? And I said, who's left? And lo and behold, we come to realize Derrick Morgan is still here.
Amen.
And a
Yes.
few others are still here. Boris Gardner, all these names came to my mind and thing, you know.
Derrick
then-
Harriet also.
Derrick Harriet is still around.
Ken Booth.
Ken Booth, that's right.
Stranger Cole.
The Stranger Cole, that's right.
They're all out here still.
There's still a few left, you know. Freddie McGregor, I've gotten to interview.
Yeah,
But I
Freddie,
said to
yeah.
myself, you know, we need to bring Derrick Morgan onto the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
So
have long
Sharon,
about that.
Sharon Bentley is family. So I said to Sharon, I want to interview Derrick Morgan. And Sharon said, yeah, man, me have a contact for him. I said, make it happen.
Yeah.
And
great. That's
through
how it is,
Sharon,
you know?
I was able to get hold of Merrick, and Merrick has been instrumental in making this happen. So I want to bless up Sharon Bentley and Merrick for making this show happen. Yeah?
Okay.
All right. I have to big up your son because to me, he seems like a replica of who you are. He's definitely got your DNA. There's no mistaking that.
No. It's good, man.
So thank you anyway.
All the kids them right me. But I put Merrick
Oh,
to be
well,
my
see,
manager.
that's a
now.
smart move right there.
Yeah, he's
You
managing.
know what? I thought that was smart as well. I'm thinking Derrick, Merrick. That's a smart move.
Very smart. Very smart move.
Yeah. And thank you for accepting to come on. So thank you very much. You know,
Yeah. Welcome.
on this show, it's about your life, you know, your earliest, you know, memories, you know, from where you stem from. We want to talk to you about your home life, your mom. We want to bring your dad into the fore. We want to bring in how music became a part, what school you went to, what life was like growing up, where you came from, where did you come from, all these things. Take us back in time.
I'm going back then.
Way back.
I was born in Clarendon. That's where I am now, but not where I was born. I was born in Shorton, Clarendon, Moko, Clarendon. At the age of 3, my aunt found out that my eyes weren't working right.
What age?
At the age of 3, I could talk. So I said to my aunt, she took me to her friend, and it getting dark in the night, and me telling her that, Auntie Lola, I want to go home now because I'm not seeing. But she didn't believe, you know, as a young little boy, I've said, baby. She said, what are you talking about? I said, no, I'm not seeing in the dark. And, you know, when she ready to leave, she said, come. And we start move with her. And by the time I reach, she let me go. And gone ahead of me, like, watching me. And she find out that I'm bucking and falling over stone and so on. So she said, wait, something wrong, I'm not really seeing. And then she tell me about my mom was in Kingston at the time, working. So she called up my mom. She didn't really call, she write a letter because those days we didn't have a phone.
Right.
Yeah, and write to my mom and tell her, say, why she have to take me to town because I'm not seeing and I have to go see the doctor. So my mom, and that go on till the age of 5, my mother decided to take me up in town now. And when we go to the doctors themselves, I'm suffering from night blindness. They don't give me glasses or nothing. Them say the older you get, the worse it's gonna become.
Oh wow.
So I reach home now, so I'm not seeing.
So during your younger days, were you able to see partially?
Yeah, I see in the days, but not when I reach 6 in the evening and get in dust, I don't see again. But if I'm in the light, and the light I would see, but not in the dark, I didn't see. So from there, I go to Kingston at the age of 5. Took me to the doctor, they said, I'm suffering from night blindness. All right. I go to school at the Almontown Primary. And I stayed there to the age of 11. And then transfer to Kingston Senior. And I go to Kingston Senior, going on well in school, everything. But entirely with dust. And funny enough, I didn't like the teaching at that time. So I was living to a yard called Buddy Enriquez yard, a big yard with many people in there. So what I did, I started to charge the children them 6 pence to come to my school. And my school, I have a tinning lamp in the night, working with them. And it's full. I would teach and get my 6 pence off of them and so on. So it wasn't so bad while the arm in light. But in the dark, I would walk and buck up on you. So at the age, while I'm in Kingston Senior School, I used to they have classes. I mean, my class always keep show. I mean, like all the children in the class would come up and sing, you know, like a little concert we have all the time. But when I go up and sing, the children would love it. Because man used to imitate a lot of singing. I listen to jukebox and so on. And that was the age about 17 now. And while I'm there doing those little things, I heard of Vere Johns. having an opportunity or what. So I decided to go down there, me and Eric Montemarris. Eric Montemarris and I was living in the same home.
Right, right.
So we decided to go there and try out something. When we went down to Palace Theatre, Bonnie Bonita and his all-star band, he was doing the audition. And he picked me and he picked Monty. He picked Owen Gray, they picked Hortense Ellis, Jackie Wilfred Edwards. That is a talent show that they have between 2 movies every night, every Tuesday night. They have double bill, they call it. So after the first show, intermission, they will give us half hour to do the talent show. And then after, they do the other show. The other show.
Yeah.
So that night, I practiced Little Richard's song. Because I always love Little Richard, always sing. Jenny, Jenny, and Long Tall Sally. I practiced those 2 tunes, and that's where I get picked by those tunes. At that night, Palace Theatre full capacity, all people on wall, but it's not we them come for, they come for 2 shows.
How old was you at this time?
17.
Wow.
They come for the 2 shows. So we say, all right. When I start singing that night, the whole theater making noise. I don't know what they were doing because my first time on stage up there, and I don't know, and I'm not seeing them, I'm hearing them. I'm in the dark. So I'm making noise and noise, and all the band that back in me, that is Bonnie Bonita and all that, they stopped playing and pure laughing, and them, because they was watching me while I was dancing and flinging myself all over the place like Little Richards. And they loved that.
Yeah.
After the show end, the audience was the judge. And the Vere would come out and said, call out names now. And when he called my name and I show up, the whole place stayed down again. So then find out, say, well, I am the winner because the more audience applaud me.
Right.
Eh? Yes.
Wow.
So after that, he paid me money and we're going home now. But 2 men was in the audience, Bim and Bam. They were, Bim and Bam was the comedian, Jamaica comedian, the 2 best. And they have shows around the island in every theater that they always have shows. So then decided to take me on with them. They took on Owen Gray, they took on Derrick Harriott and the Jiving Juniors, they took on Count Prince Miller and the Downbeats, Bobby and Faye, you know, Jackie Wilfred Edwards, all of us going around singing that night on stage shows. That's how I started singing. But before I really go to Vere, and it's when I was 17, I got a job in Jamaica at welfare office in Jamaica. And that job now, I was to do bookkeeping. We used to call it stenography. And when I started there, my eyes wouldn't allow me because when I look at the book or in the papers, to write the pure water coming out the eyes. So them said, me can't manage that job. So that's why I go in the singing. Going around the island with Bim and Bam and everything, going fine, man. So one day I heard Owen Gray, Higgs and Wilson, and Jackie Edwards, those 3 persons have music playing on the radio. What we say, oh, you can get music for play on radio, and Me no know about that. So I go to Owen and I ask him, how you get on the radio? Him say, no. Nobody tell me. I say, right, what is this? When I sing a song named Who Saw the Thunder? It's on Wilson, Oh Money, Oh. And Jackie Wilford there was Your Eyes Are Dreaming. Those are the three songs them was playing on the radio. And me catch me jealous, man. And I say, boy, I should have really on the radio too. And away from rehearsal one day, going home, I met this fella and he come to me and say, Morgan, you know, here Duke Reid have audition going for record people. I say, yeah. I say, where Duke Reid was? He tell me Bond Street, Charles Street. I said, okay, I will find him. So I went to him and I sit down and we'd have an old van truck, or what you call it, car. But me used to take the bonnet and beat it from a drum. I sit around the bonnet and start make a song named Oh My Love Is Gone. And I make one named Oh My Lover Boy. I want a girl to dance with me. And I said, I have to find Duke Reid. So find Duke Reid. When I went there, Duke Reid was a man who had a big liquor store and showing all his thing there. People fully buying liquor. So I go in and say to him and said, good evening, Mr. Reid. I heard that you're taking audition for recording. I say, yeah. He said, well, you can sing? He said, yes, sir. He said, well, sing. He said, where, sir? He said, here, sing. In front of the people there. All right, I just come on with my first song. My first song was called Lover Boy. I want a girl to dance with me. I want a girl to romance me. I want a girl to set me free. I want a girl, won't you let it be? Oh, oh, pretty baby, will you dance with me? He say, you have any more? He say, yes. He say, oh my, oh, boom, oh my, love is gone. Oh, he say, okay, come to Majestic Wednesday. I didn't know where Majestic was because those days I never go nowhere. So, anyhow, I find Majestic the Wednesday. Here I start Jack Jerry now and John Baker band, and they was rehearsing artists, man like Dabby Dabson and another guy. What was it? Anyhow, Bonnie and Scully and them guys. Right. So I go there and rehearse this tune with them, and the next day I went to studio and I do Lover Boy and the same Oh My Love Is Gone. And that was a Thursday. Saturday, Duke Reid have a program named Treasure Isle Time. And while I was at home, I hear this Treasure Isle Time start. And it started with my song, Oh My, oh my love. Jesus Christ, I start to run up and down the yard and I call everyone and say, I mean that, you know. I mean, they can't believe it because they never hear me on a radio or nothing. So that's how I start my radio show.
Right.
Yeah.
During this time, let me ask you, you know, it was apparent that you could sing and music was your forte. So how were you able to get around? Who was taking you around, believing in your dream?
No, going down in the days, I'm all right. I'll ride bicycle in the days.
Okay.
And I try to reach home before it does. I try to reach home before it gets dark, you know, and get through all those things. But I had a friend. His name was Derrick Robinson too. He was a dentist, and he and I move together. He ride, me ride, and I put one hand on his shoulder and hold one own my bicycle and the two of us ride and go anywhere in the dark.
Right.
Many people never know I could see. I couldn't see in the dark.
Right.
It's just of late I started showing it up because nobody didn't know I was blind before. But now I'm fully blind because I scrape a cataract in America, and from that I don't see nothing more.
Oh, wow.
I'm fully blind now, yeah.
When it comes to your sight, let me just focus on your sight for a little bit. Were you getting the medical help during your younger days in terms of what was going on with your eyesight?
Well, I went to England 1963. And when I reached England, my aunt said she taking me to the doctor with my eye, the same one who found out that my eyes were bad in the earlies. And she took me to the doctor and then carried me into a dark house, dark place, and with some little light that quint in there. I mean, I see the light them, but I don't see the people that move with me.
Right.
The doctor said, I have retina pigmentosis. My retina was not developed. Never developed from birth. So that is the reason why I don't see in the dark.
I have so many questions for you, but I want to hand over to my sister-in, Sharon Mango.
Well, Miss Mango.
Yes,
My
sir.
little East Indian.
Thank you so much. That's right. That's me. Everybody's East Indian. So, okay, so when they told you this in England, retina pigmentosis,
Yeah.
what did they explain to you at that time? Because I didn't know.
They explained that I'm not, they can do nothing to help me in the eye because the older I get, it will be worse. They give me no medication or nothing. I never have a medication for my eyes up till now. I reach 82.
Wow.
I only wear dark glasses. Yeah.
So in the daytime now, you said that you can see. You can see.
I could see in the day.
You
I
see
could
fine. Yeah.
I go to school, do good in school in the days. Yeah, but when it comes dusk, that's where I'm gone.
Wow. That's very interesting. I just wanted to elaborate on that for a minute, but we're going to move on from there. So regardless of that, you were still into your music.
I never leave it.
Moving.
And the day I started music in 57, never come home. I work nowhere else but with music. Straight on.
So
yeah.
When you went to London now, when you went to England, did you specifically go there?
I go there for music.
All right.
Prince Buster and myself went there 1963 to the Blue Beat record.
Yes, Blue Beat.
I didn't like it in England because of the weather.
Of course.
First time I went there, I meet the black fog.
Oh, yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
I never liked it. So I almost spent 6 months and come back home. And go back in my music.
So when you came here, what did you do when you went to London during that time?
I went to London trying to do some recording up there with me and Prince himself, and with Prince did this song called Wash Wash. Wash all your troubles away.
Wash all your troubles away.
Yeah, that was a bad tune. I was playing the tambourine for him in that. And this organist was called the big organist from England. Now I forgot his name. Anyhow,
me too. Me too.
No, what's his name again? Him play for him. I can't remember anything. If I remember, I tell you.
Okay.
Anyhow, I made Telephone that day, a song called Telephone, and Show Off Rain, Never Too Late for a Show Off Rain. And I said to Prince, you know what? I'm going back home because we can't take this call here. So they decided to leave. And he decided to come back with me too. And the both of us leave and go back to Jamaica. Yeah.
So the songs you released on Blue Beat, the songs that you spoke of, you released on Blue Beat Records?
Yes, it was released. Yes, Telephone, Show Off Rain. But he was releasing a lot of music that I made in Jamaica before.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, a lot they used to release. It was selling that much with Derrick Morgan in England, and there was that sometimes some other artist's song would come up to them and it never sound good enough to them. What they did is just put on my name on it as them label. Because when a man come to the record shop, he wants to say, give me the latest Derrick Morgan. And I just take it up and give them, you know. And that, some of them are really hurt because them singer then a song good. And them have my name on some of them.
So during that time, Derrick, you write all of these songs. Did you have any understanding of, you know, securing your music, you know, registering it? Did anybody help you with that?
No. That's what happened. I'm so poor right now. We never know about registering record. The producers know, but we didn't know.
Right.
That's what happened. So they do those things and they collect all your royalties and, you know, everything. We don't know because we sing for £10 and that's it. All we get was £10 and they do all the rest for themselves. Even Prince, when I saw Prince driving in a big convertible car and although we don't know what's going on. They just trick us. You know, when I found out about publishing, when I made Moon Hop in England.
To the Moon Hop.
Yeah, that was in 1969, 70.
And that came out on the Camel record label.
Right, yes, Crab.
Sorry, Crab. And yes, you're right.
I went into the British chart and so on. So that's all I know. And this man, Palmer Record, never tell me about publishing. No. And I never know about publishing. I just music. And then the other group was sing over my song again. The permits or what them man, I don't remember them. They sing over the Moon Up and call it Moon Stamp. And them making millions of dollars. I don't make penny. When I do find out, a friend of mine said, Derrick, you register them tune there? We said, oh, you mean register? He said, hey man, you come with me care, go down at the PRS. And I saw me don't know about registering. That is 69 before I found out. And that's when I go to Palmer that year, I said, I would like me publishing money. Yeah. Him take up £200, give me. I said, that is a publishing money. I say, is that true? I never know about your publishing. So that means you've been robbing me all your life. Yeah.
Good.
You've been robbing me. And that's how I leave him. I'm a one. Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of things in the musical battle with Jamaican music. The artists in my days, they all get robbed. Every one of them get robbed who didn't know about publishing a record, or people to give them royalties. They never know nothing about it. We only sing for £10 and that was it.
Yeah.
Now, how old were you when you did find that out?
Well, 69, I should have what? I born 40, 50, 60, 29.
Okay.
29. Okay.
Still relatively. Yeah.
No, 29 it was.
59. 59.
I born 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 19-year-old.
When 1969, me 90.
59. Oh.
Oh, man, me right, man.
Okay. Okay.
So no, man, right. I'm right.
Right, man. Right. Yeah, man.
So then you learn and you register and you
Yeah, register right through. They can't trick you no more.
Cannot trick you anymore. Them can't get you again.
No, and Merck take over said worse.
Well, I mean, he knows, but I mean, again, as you stated, there were many artists in Jamaica and all over the world, people who did not know.
The Jamaican artists didn't know nothing. But no, they can't fool the young ones that coming.
No, you cannot fool them.
The young ones, no.
No.
The young ones, them know everything now.
Well, they're kind of supposed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're supposed to, because at this point now, everybody's supposed to know, you know.
That's right.
How it works. But at that time in Jamaica, they didn't care. They were taking all you guys' money. And then you had other artists who could jump on the rhythm and change up the word.
Yeah. Because some of the producers, they want to give you a record to go sell for yourself, like what they do to Derrick Wilson. How many more?
Wow.
Giving them the record to sell. And that's how they get paid. But I never used to walk and sell record. Me settle down with me 10 pounds.
You settle down with your 10 pounds.
Duke Reid gave me the first 10 pounds after me sing two. No, I get 20 pounds because I sang 2 songs. Right? And it's 10 pounds per song. He gave me 20. All right. From there, I leave him and I went to Lick Wonder. I do 3 songs there, get 30 pounds. That is, Hey You Fat Man, Leave My Girl Alone. And My Nights Are Lonely with me and Monty Mars. And Now We Know with Monty and myself too. So we leave there. So, and from there on the way home again, I was going home and I meet this guy, Prince Buster. I didn't know him before. Them time in the younger days we're talking about. I met Prince Buster on Orange Street and he said to me that time I start releasing songs and song going #1, right on for me. Every song we singing mostly go on. So and the chart out there. So he asked me if I could help him out in one go in the business. That was Prince Buster. I say, yes, man. He have a song called They Got to Go. So I help him out and we put in more words in it and say, well, we are going to studio. I went to studio and do 13 songs, and the 13 songs become #1 hit songs for him. All right? And him gone on the market, him start out. And I do few more songs with him. I do like Shake a Leg for him, Lulu and those two. And him gone well. 10 pounds. So one day I'm home, and you would come by my house and say, this man named Leslie come want to see me. But I must listen to him first. And if him sound good, I must take him down to Leslie. I'm speaking of Jimmy Cliff.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I went with him to see this man called Leslie come. When I see Leslie, he said to me, Derrick, you know, long I've been looking for you, man. I can't find him. He said, I didn't know someone looking for me. I said, yeah. Him said, you listen to James. That time Jimmy was James Chambers.
Okay.
His right name was
Right
James Chambers, yeah. So he said, you listen to James? I said, yes, he have a nice song, Hurricane RT. Because the reason why Jimmy went there, Leslie and them have a restaurant named Beverly's Restaurant.
Okay.
And Jimmy had a song called Dearest Beverly. So went into that restaurant and asking them if they would record this song. And the song was Dearest Beverly. My dearest Beverly, please come home. That's half true. So Leslie hear it and send him to look for me. And I went there. He said to me, how did this sound? I said, sound good. I have two nice songs. And said, okay, what is your band's man name? I said, Jamaica and the All-Star. He said, can you bring him? Go down King Street and I go for Jamaica, came to Leslie. And Jamaica, Leslie said, I want to go in a record business. And he said, take Jimmy and him. It's Leslie Khan who named Jimmy Cliff, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, enough people don't know, and Jimmy there even said. But I was there and sit there when him said, you know, say every James is a Jimmy. That's what Leslie said to him.
Yeah.
You know, every James is a Jimmy. So I'm going to name you Jimmy Cliff. I sat there when that was going on. I don't know if Jimmy tell people that hear them say that they stand up near a cliff and paradise and foolishness. Anyhow, after we name him, the song, we go and record this song, Hurricane Hattie, and one name, The Lion Say I'm King. That was Jimmy Cliff one.
Right.
Then my one was Be Still and She's Gone, Sunday, Monday. Then when I go outside, no, before I do Be Still, I do Sunday, Monday. And those 3 tunes, let's get. So when I went out to the studio, I saw Owen go out there. I said, Owen, you want to come do a song for us? He said, yes, man. And Owen come in and do Darling Patricia. When them do that song, he come up back and boast. So me sit down and say, where am I going so far? And me write the song, Be Still, I'm Your Superior. Don't tell him.
I know that.
Don't let him know him I write it down, but I just write it and go inside and record it.
That's fire.
Because it didn't take me no time to write a song them days. Because I write songs of what's going on around me, you know? Yes. Right. I mean, I was a lover boy. I love songs. I mostly did write them days. So, when Leslie get those songs, him start out with 4 hits. Yeah. All of them go #1.
Wow.
I was so lucky that Be Still go 1 and She's Gone go 2. And then later on, She's Gone.
She's Gone. Oh my God. You did that with Hortense Ellis.
Ellis.
Oh my Lord. Tell me about Hortense Ellis, like how you're talking.
Hortense Ellis was a great Jamaican girl.
My singer, that female singer, I love her.
The only singer, however your people say they get thrilled, she's the only singer ever thrilled me. And when I say thrill, it thrilled me because after I finished working in Carib Theatre, I didn't was to come on after. And I go in the front row and go sit down and take in Hortense Ellis. She's singing a tune named Where the Boys Are. And that crunches all over my body. I first never get thrilled. I said, man, this girl can sing. What a great singer, man.
That's the lady whom I call the queen, you know, because
yeah, man. So good.
And
nobody
you know,
recognition.
To me, she never get the respect she deserves, you know?
Respect.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
No respect to get.
Yeah,
she was a champion singer, girl singer.
Yeah, yeah. Truly believe it. Good. That is my champion singer of all time. Hortense Ellis. You know, and I'm glad I'm speaking to the man who has done so many songs with her, because I know you did an album worth of songs with her.
Yeah, I do a lot of songs with her. That's good girl.
Sorry, Sharon, me butt in.
Guess you get excited when you hear about Artens. This is me, all right.
Artens, that's my singer, man.
That was good.
I was trying to remember a song by Derrick that my mom used to love. Let me think. 7 Letters. Tell me about 7 Letters when you're right.
Well, 7 Letters was really a covered song by Benny King.
Okay.
Benny King, okay.
Yeah.
And it did well in England, I'm sure.
It did.
It recorded, yeah, it did well.
Yeah.
It did. We grew up with that. What for you?
He was a great. It's with me and Benny King. I do a lot of Benny King cover because they say I'm the closest to him. If you listen to some of my Benny King songs that I sing, you'd have to wonder if it's Benny King singing.
That's actually true. That's true. That's
I have 2 albums out with him, with his cover song mostly. And that's one in Classic of Yesterday, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Do very well in America.
Now, what for you, Derrick, was you did have a lot of hit songs, but what for you was your first real big hit where people are like, Derrick Morgan, and kept saying your name? Which song?
Wow, I can tell you, the same B still was a champion killer. She's gone. Hey, you fat man. I wouldn't put Mona because Mona do way up in the same. Talking way back to the 60s. I started 59, recording.
Right.
And all those songs came out at #1. I have 7 tunes in the top 10 from 1 to 7.
Wow.
We used to have a little program every Friday at Silver Slipper that anybody in the top 10 sing. All who in the top 10 artists that in the top 10 go and sing. And when I go there, you get £2 to each song you can sing. Me going with £14 every evening, on Fridays. And that go about 3 months. From 1 to 7. As one move there, the one go over. That's how it was. I mean, I have songs coming in 12, 15, all them plays coming in too. But the reason why I have so many songs those days, I used to sing for a lot of different team producers. And everybody come out at the same time. Everybody want the food, That's why. But those days, I never, it didn't come to Derrick Morgan as nothing because right now I feel good about it. Those days I never feel no way, I just sing. It never hit me like, why you going good and no, not like that. Just normal to me. Never come. I know the girls run me down a lot. I have to run and hide from girls. Yes, man.
I tell you what, I want to take you down memory lane. I want to take you down to a place where you met your wife. Tell us about that.
Wow. My wife not like when you tell her about that, I met her in Greenwich Town. Her brother was Bunny Lee.
Okay.
Bunny Lee is my wife.
Her brother was Bunny Lee.
Yeah, my wife's brother is Bunny Lee.
Okay. Of course. There you go.
Bunny Lee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bunny Lee a real joker, Anyway, yeah.
So I get to meet her now. I have a cause that Bunny Lee have 2 children with. One of my cousins. And then she came to me one day and said, with her eyes swell up, Bunny Lee beat her. So me say, what do you tell me? her baby father beat her and say, me can't come a farm. Because she tell him, say, she coming to me. Him said, Derrick Morgan can't come a farm. If you come a farm, beat him. So when she tell me that, I say, wait. They say, man, I want to say a bad man. Those days, me not say a night, but when night day, me rough. I did say I have a friend called Jigs. I have a friend called Jigs, and I said, Jigs, a man sent a threat to me, so I can't come a farm. So me never know farm. I didn't know there. First, me go in a farm, I say, come Jigs, we go in a unit farm because this man said me can't come a farm after I beat up my cousin like that. When I went down there and I stopped at his gate because she told me where his gate was, I saw this man in there fixing a bike, then like a quickly bike, and you used to call it quickly. And I called him, I said, excuse me, you know Bunny Lee? Him say, yeah. I said, where is he now? Him say, Bunny Lee down a beach, I can go down there, go call him for you. You know what I was talking to? Bunny Lee.
Bunny Lee.
I didn't know him.
Bunny Lee.
Yeah. I was talking to him and I didn't know. So right away, I said to him, all right, when he come, just tell him to meet me around by Mackie. That is my cousin. Down 5th Street. And he said, all right. And then right away and go. So I go down there by my cousin and stand up and talking to her right in the street. Then we see this bike come back on and stop in front of us and say, ah, so you come a farm. I say, who you? He say, I'm missing one Bunny Lee. And him bowing over the bike angle like this and a tap and a teeth, you know. I said, that's it.
Why?
So my friend named Jigs now, take away my bicycle because bicycle where do I go down there? And he said, soon come. Meanwhile, we stand up there and he said, where you have to look Mackie, so what should do you? And him not tell me what should do him, but he just grin him teeth and I laugh. I said, my friend coming behind him now and jump off a bicycle and take out a lasso time waist to go chop him up. I said, no man, now grab Bunny bike and pull it to me. I want to pull the bike to me. I run around to Jigs and ring the machete out time and throw it over the Mackie yard. And they said, leave this town, man. Because you come here for kids, we don't come here for that. You don't come for make peace. And then go away. Then Bunny said, why? I think you come to kill me, but you come to save my life. That's what he said to me. And I said, yeah. So what he did now, him take him and say, come we go have a drink here, man. And we'll go across the road where the other bar. And that is that the woman we living at that run that bar, her daughter was the one because in the fight with him and my cause. Because him there with that girl and she found. So we go and we were going across to see a lot of men coming from down the road, a driver around without a shirt. Bunny, where the boy they want to come kill you? Where the boy there? So that when you go to beach could tell man already, you know. Come upon me, man, and one of them come to me and say, put the Derrick Morgan on this. They say, yeah. Him say, then we hear Bunny Lee out. They say, beat my cousin. And say, me can't come a farm, and no man can't tell me that. You and even them come up, you know. Yeah, the guy. Them, who are your cousin? They say, Mackie. He say, Mackie, are your cousin? Come here, we beat Bunny Lee this year. And we said, no, man, we don't want no fight. We just cool. And we go have a drink and get a drink, and from that, me and Bunny Lee never, ever quarrel again from that day.
Wow.
Never. Wow. And that's how me meet his wife, his sister now.
Wow.
by going at his house, I saw her sitting on her step, someone picking mangoes. I said, can I have some of your mangoes? She looking so damn pretty, man. So well, you're looking, you know,
Lyrics.
like, oh yeah.
Lyrics go. Yes.
And from there, she and I become friends. 50 odd years now.
Wow.
8 years.
How many
Yeah.
years?
Yeah.
58.
I'm along with her.
58.
58 years.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's my lifetime.
Nelly, come show your face here.
Yes.
58 years.
You said 58.
Ooh,
Yeah.
8.
My first daughter with her is 55.
Wow. Wow.
And the son 54, but
I
him
grew
look
up 55.
35.
I know that, Mary.
Yeah, look at you. You
Yeah.
look 35 for
Yeah.
real. True.
And he's in the 52. All of my kids with Nelly in them 50s, you know, I think. Yeah? Yeah.
Now, may I have to ask you one question, because I know it's a rumor until I ask it from the
By
person's,
themselves.
you know, mouth itself, you know. Now, Queen Ifrica is your daughter as well, right?
Yes, my outside daughter, yeah.
Okay, okay,
Not Nelly's child.
okay, right. So we wanted to just make sure that that was the truth. All right. So Queen Ifrica is your daughter. All right.
Yes.
Right.
Ventries.
Sorry.
Derrick Morgan.
Ventries, he's saying her name. Her full
Her
Oh,
name.
name is
Ventries.
Ventries.
Right, right.
Derrick Morgan, yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. And now in Jamaica, you caused quite a stir. I think I can call it maybe the first Gully Gaza kind of uprising with you and what's his name, Prince Buster. You caused quite a stir in Jamaica, because before there was Gully and Gaza, there was you and Prince Buster tearing up the place. Want to wreck up Jamaica? Wagwan.
Yeah.
Well, after I made the song Forward March for Leslie Khan, remember I was singing for Buster before, I leave him to Leslie. When I sang name Forward March, and then hear the solo, that deadly blow, he claimed that me take his belongings and go give it to the Chinese man. That means that one of his songs have that kind of solo like Lesser Sterling would play. But I didn't know about that. Say him would think that way. And a fella come in the studio, I mean by lexicon, and say, Derrick, I just leave studio, you know. And I say, Buster, right, do a tune. And him say, you him sing it off. I say, what tune go? He say, boy, I don't know the words good, but me know him call you blackhead China man. Yeah. He said, yes. He said, yeah, man. And it sound good too. That's what the guy tell me. And I said, okay. I go around the piano. And I said, I have to go answer this tune even when I don't hear it. Try to answer this tune before it come. So I start write this tune, Blazing Fire.
Wait. So we're still talking about, right here, we're talking about Prince Buster, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Prince Buster myself.
Okay. There's a reason why I asked that as well, but continue.
The first song he made of me was Blackhead Chinaman. But I answered that song with Blazing Fire. Anytime Mumsai, you know. The Chinaman tell me what that means to listen you fool. I say, all right. And as he come with it, Blackhead Chinaman, there was Lexicon releasing Blazing Fire. Blazing Fire oversell his one. Because I have fans who love me as well as they love Buster, but my fans them more than the Buster one. They love me
Right.
more.
Right.
And what happened? We have to start this singing business now for one another. So me sing a song, Buster answer it. And then sing another one, Buster answer it. So the fans them get mad now. Who said, Derrick, I better singer. And some say, Buster. And it causes a friction like you want to fight. So the government get involved because they never want that. So that was Ulysses Shearer at the time. So he said, call up me and Buster. I will go up and say, we don't have to do something about it because we don't want no war and thing over these songs. He said, do something about it. Why don't you go down the Gleaner, hug him up? Do I want to hug him? And the headline would be, we are best of friends.
Right.
I said, that sounds good. I will go down there, me and Buster, we hug up one another and make them know we are best of friends. And so, because he and I was friends same way. Even
Right.
Song, you know, we never have nothing against one
Because
another.
because I heard that it wasn't like a real war going on with the two of you or something.
It was musical war, it was.
Yeah.
War. Yes.
Musical war. Okay.
And when we do that now, you do want to continue, Buster. Even when we do that, we want to continue. So when I make the tune called Don't Call Me Daddy,
Yay.
you go to the studio and write one name, Derrick, I feel baby. When I hear about that now, I go down by his shop and say, look, man, from the both of us are sing of one another. So we never call name. People just know, pick out and say, what, so why you call my name at this tune? He said, then I feel baby, man, where you going so? I said, okay, if I go and write a song of you then. I said, while you were away at sea, I was along with B, and B, the bee is Blossom, that is his wife. So while you were away at sea, I was along with B, and all of your children have the mark of this black-head Chinese. He said, no. Nobody with that one. I didn't decide to put out it. So nobody put out his one. But just have late, I hear it. I hear it, but Derrick, I feel baby. That means he still did put it out, but abroad.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I tell you, when you compare the current, the confliction with the nowadays artists with how it used to be, there's no, it's like the words you use, like, I know there was the friction between you and Iroy and Prince Jazzbo and all them guys there. And it seems like calling someone blackhead Chinese boy was the worst kind of cussing you could have given a person. Why was that?
Iroy, no. I don't know what Iroy and Bonnie Lee had. They two of them did have some quarrel. So Bonnie Lee called me in the studio and said, I want me to do something for High Rye. So me go make this song, High Rye, yeah, boy.
High Rye, you a boy.
All right, do that one now, High Rye. Go turn around and say, me a blind Bartimaeus.
Wow, look at that.
But we never keep up that with High Rye because we never want nothing like that.
Right.
We never keep it up. Just
so you shoot a shot and you just duck out.
Yeah. I want that to go further,
So how did that come from?
Like a singer named Shenley Duffers. When Buster and I doing our thing, Shenley Duffers come on and say, what a disaster these two men are after.
Right.
And Buster sit down and say, no, No, man, we don't answer him. We can go out with him one song. So we never answer him at all. Enough people come in. Yeah. But it was just for us myself.
Because there was so many. I mean, here is one by you.
What guy, right? Boy, you want this green tree me I run from in a Rasta, boy. Because you stop behind the bill right now, I feel all tree Rasta. Me right through me, the Pampas smell boy, Bunley, and the blind eye friend, Derrick Morgan, the Bartimaeus Rasta. What? Blind Bartimaeus, I make a tune about time, man. All right, Dirty Harry, me I got to the right now, we'll capture them face. Love I man, the face, love Dirty Harry, love.
Yeah.
It's not the best, though, Morgan. I'm going to put you to the test. Because when I'm through with your chest, if I ice water, you can't digest. Yeah.
But you see, Iro was answering this.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, the China man come around. Why you take your gun belongings and give to your Chinese friend? Jack heaven knows I write that you are wrong. Are you a Chinese boy? Are you a black boy? It don't need no eyeglasses to see that your skin is black.
Wow.
And it seems like that was the worst kind of cussing you could give a person back in those days.
Those days nice, you know, because we know it's just musical war. Nobody have no feelings against them, one another and so on. Not like what's going on, no man a fling beer back for you and them thing when them sing. And it's stupidness.
Right.
Just lyrical thing that we do.
Yeah. Now, you know, especially when it comes to the charts in Jamaica, you had 7 #1 songs in the charts, which has never been replicated to this day.
Yeah, no one do that.
Tell me
the
about
Guinness
that
Book
time.
of Records.
Tell me about that time there.
That is in the Guinness Book of Records, don't it?
See it there? See it there?
That nice history.
Hold on. I need the applause. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Bring it on.
From 1 to 7.
Guinness Book of Records, you know.
Guinness Book of Records. That no
#1.
break that yet.
That's right.
Imagine.
If foreigners break that record yet. So it's set by the icon, Derrick Morgan.
That's right. Musical icon.
Musical icon.
That's right.
Now tell me about Laurel Aitken, because, you know, I somewhat know about his history, because I think right about the same time you came to the UK, he was in the UK with you, right? And he lived in Leicester, you know?
Yeah, well, Laurel was in Jamaica before he reached UK.
Yeah.
He do nice songs like Baba Kill Me Goat and Boogie. He sing a lot of boogie songs. Larry is not a real Jamaican, he's from Cuba.
Okay, yeah.
And Larry did well. You know, we have to rate Larry because he was before us. He sing songs before us on record and so on. And then he left to England. And he was in Brixton, and we used to move up and down and sing until he left to Leicester. But he's one of the greatest, so you can say he was good. Good, have good lyrics, good lyrics. And him brother, Bobby
Aitken, yeah.
Yeah, was a musician.
Yeah.
He live in Florida now.
Yeah.
He live in Florida and so on.
he became he's a preacher now, as a matter of fact.
Well, them say them a preach. Me don't know about that part there.
The last time I spoke to him, he's preaching.
Yes, it's
in a church. Yeah. And you know, because you grew with those guys, and I knew they had like a difficult upbringing, you know, till they were able to cross the border to, you know, to the UK, and you know, Bobby ended up in the US. You know, what was your time in the UK like? I know you said, you know, it was cold, you know, but
no, away from that,
receptive to
it
you.
was cold in the early '63.
Right.
When I went back '69, and I spent nearly 5 years up there, going on in England, and everything nice, doing shows around London, England itself, then over to the continent, over the Germany, all over there, Germany, Spain, Italy, all those areas. We do a lot of shows up there. And then this group from I made the song called Moon Up, Skinhead took it on.
Skinhead, yep.
And they do love me. I remember I was in Germany singing one night for the Skinhead there. And the place that we're in was so hot that I have to come off stage before finishing and go to the backstage to take cool off little. And the band was still there playing, and the people them start making noise and making chanting. So the promoter come on to me and said, "Derrick, you have to go back on stage." I said, "But my heart, man, they have hold on." He said, "Don't go, because the people them shouting, you are God. Derrick Morgan and God." That's what they're saying in them language. I said, since I made them God, I'm going out there, man. And I did go there and put on a great show, man. They love me in Germany like nothing. They love me all over Europe. They love me.
Right.
All over Europe.
I mean, in the UK, I mean, my father was the person who introduced the household to who you were, you know, and, you know, back then I remember as a youth, record labels like the label you just mentioned, the Crab, you know, I remember the Camel. There was so many, you know, there was the Blue Beat record label with your name plastered all over it, you know, and Moon Hop was one of my father's great and most favorite songs that he used to play on a Sunday. This is the song he used to play.
Yes.
Mix it with the kangaroo jump. Mix it with the kangaroo jump.
A very British sound it had, a very British feel to it.
And that's simple song, you know. It was such a simple song because I was at the studio producing some other artists and so on, and I sit around the piano and I start playing those chords. And the same chord you're listening to there, the piano sound, and the bass man come in and start drop
baseline
with it, and then the drummer add in and so on. So the rhythm sound cool. I said, take this one, and then we record it. We never have no song for it.
Right.
We just make the rhythm and go there. So I say, all right, I'm going to voice it then. I don't have no words for it. I just put it in the mic. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
I just sing anything come out of my mouth, I just sing it. And the tune become a #1 big seller.
Big seller.
Really big. Yeah.
Never write it down.
And it was very, very popular amongst was it the skinheads?
Skinheads. It was the skinheads.
Very, very popular amongst the
It was
skinheads.
an anthem song for them. It was a big anthem song for them.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because when I'm on stage, the last song I have to do is Moon Up.
Moon Up.
When I do Moon Up and I come on stage, it's just the whole audience singing Moon Up same way.
Right.
You know? They love it, man. They love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sharon, chime in.
Yeah, so I remember back then, I do remember the skinheads. We knew a few of them, had a few friends, but you were literally their God. They hail you, praise you up and down, like you gave them their identity to ska music. They identified with the way that they dressed.
They take on my pork pie.
Take it on, them take it on.
They take on my hat.
Yes,
the hats. That's right.
That's why I said he gave them their identity.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
My hat and make it call it pork pie.
Yes.
So you're the man responsible.
Yeah, responsible because I started from forward march with those kind of hats.
Right.
And everybody started following now. In England, they try to wear a hat like me.
Now I understand where the dark glasses come from too.
That's right. That's what I said.
Yeah, man, my image. You have my image from the skin.
Yeah, it was a scene between the skinheads and the Teddy Boys, and it was almost a rite of passage that you have to identify with his whole look. You know what I mean? It became a rite of passage. So you are the man responsible for the whole identity.
I started the pork pie business.
To this day.
There's a lot of things that Derrick Morgan started.
Yes.
First in everything.
Yes.
I'm the first man that electric bass playing his music. That was the harp.
Right.
Went to the harp. That's the first song in Jamaica that electric bass playing. The rest of them was the long acoustic bass. Well, that one was the harp. And the first electric piano play is on the same tune that called Blazing Fire. Right. That is the first song electric piano playing with Herman's song. He played. So I'm first in enough things. They always said, I'm the hit maker and the hit breaker.
You are the trendsetter, the hit maker, the hit breaker.
The hit maker and the hit breaker. That's what I used to call me.
From Jamaica.
They used to call me the one cut Derrick Morgan. They give me so many names.
Because Derrick Morgan.
One time, because we know when we recorded in the early days, we didn't have just one track.
Right.
We didn't have a lot of tracks in the studio, just one. So you have to just sing, and if you make a mistake, everything have to start all over. So they didn't like me because when I go and start, from the rehearsal, I'm say, go, one, straight through, no stop. Then they'll make it. They might say, let's do another one for surety. But away from that, one lick Derrick Morgan.
Tell me about Duke Reid.
Duke Reid was a great man, very good man. He's the first man that started me, right, in recording. And Duke Reid, nice man to go around. I hear enough artists talking about Duke Reid and him is going run inside. Duke was an old policeman. He allowed to carry gun. He have 2 guns on his side, and his fingers filled with ring, right round. Like 10 ring. You know, and he's so pleasant. One day, him upstairs, because I have his studio upstairs in the building. And we're on the step, and him stop at the step with me and said to me, Derrick, suppose we should I just shoot him, everybody upstairs? What a funeral would have been? What is the joke you talk about? I said, what are you talking about?
What a question.
But it don't mean nothing. You just jokeify. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
give joke. And so I was in the studio singing a song, and I think it was a guy named P-Son on the drum. And I just take the stick out of my hand and start beat the drum meanwhile the record playing. Beat it and say, something you want it. Ooh, man, it sounds good when you finish. He was a very good man when it comes to producing. Tell you what you want and how you do it. You know, just like Lexicon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't nothing to fear. He knew what he wanted.
Not to fear. I knew artists said that Duke Reid shoot at them. Not know that. At no time.
Right.
They are just exaggerating themselves.
Because I heard that, especially when he enjoyed a particular song, he would shoot towards the ceiling.
You know, but him not shooting nobody.
I'm with you. Now share with us how you got the OD. I know it's well deserved and there's no wondering about it, but tell us about that experience.
Well, I was in Miami when they wrote me and said I must come home. Let me get with me. Anna, they are going to honor me. And this Prince Buster too. The both of us was to go down. But Prince him not come. Him not going down. He was in Florida too.
Okay.
Him not coming for no OD. Because OD, him say man peanut, man I get OD. That was the Prince Buster word. Well, I say, well, my government honor me, so me gone. And I come down and I get the OD, and then decide to give Prince Buster his one in Miami at the consulate. So to me, my OD was very well received, and I love it. And I'm so happy that a government recognized me for the music that I did.
Right.
Then that was PJ Patterson that time when I get the OD. PJ Patterson was
okay. Way back when. Okay.
Yeah. Then Eddie Siaga gave me a citation to a big one in his present when he was prime minister too. Then I get recognized again in England, in Florida. They give me a, what they call it, proclamation, something like that. Yes, and give me the 4th of November, Derrick Morgan Day in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Then I get a letter again, just the other day. I get a lot of different men, them, not government men, them, though, giving out awards. I get a lot of that, a lot of them. Some of them say them lifetime achievement, a kind of award of that, yeah. Then this time now, for the 60th anniversary of Jamaica independence, they wrote me and said they're gonna give me a musical icon. And I do take that on the 6th, which is good.
Brilliant.
So I'm well recognized in Jamaica.
So it's no wonder if I was to ask you, how do you feel? Because, it's like when I ask, many artists who are icons or legends or whatever, who have been underrated, their story has been a little bit different, but you've been recognized and they're showing it to you in your lifetime. So how does that make you feel?
I feel like a man. I feel good about it. Very, very good about it, because me never want it when me did it come in, I don't know.
Right.
I want it when I know that I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel very good about it and I appreciate it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I care not no one and say I appreciate it. And it's both government in Jamaica give me awards.
Mm-hmm.
Both government.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Now tell me something. I'm curious. What do your children think about you and your music? What have they said about you?
Where is
my
Mary?
children really love me. Love my music. Not only children, Lord, the whole family, our relatives, and so on.
Right.
They go for them.
Right.
Mom, yeah.
Right.
My children, them love me. You could ask Merrick.
Merrick!
Yes, we'd like Merrick to come in.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Talk to me.
Well, I mean, that music has transcended generations and generations. I mean, because I recall even when I was growing up, dancing and throwing down foot, and even when Dada was receiving the Icon Award, you saw the remnants of that,
Right.
I was throwing down foot down there in the National Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I even recall in certain instances where I literally imitate singing Dada songs, and actually I've been told that I'm pretty darn good at it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you to give us a little tester. I'm not going to put you on the spot. But let me ask you another question. When did you realize who your dad really was? When he was more than just a father?
Well, I think for us, he's always been just this guy, who we have fun with. He was always drilling us with mind teasers. That was Dada's thing. He was always testing our mind to teach us how to think. That's probably why we all have high IQs right now. But yeah, for us, he was always just dad, or as we said, Dada.
Yeah.
So we never really saw him as the iconic singer and the icon that has contributed the wealth of music to and the roots of what Jamaican music has become.
Yes.
But we've never really seen him as that. We just saw him as Dada.
Yeah.
Ordinary.
And this is the great. Yeah.
When I go out and see him on stage, and how the fans react,
receive him.
That's when you're like, wow, this is pretty incredible. That's the moment when you get the goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Because your father really has, he is, when we speak of Jamaican music, you're actually looking at him.
Right?
Pretty much.
When we're speaking about the roots of Jamaican music.
Artists in Jamaica. I started a lot of artists in Jamaica.
And we can't leave out Owen Gray, because I do know Owen Gray was one of the early people part of it too.
Yeah, when good. I will admire Owen voice, It's very good,
Yeah.
Owen good, man. But I started a lot of artists in Jamaica. All of them, to lift them out to me, because I'm their foundation. I'm the roots for them. I'm talking like Bob Marley himself.
Talk to me about that.
When I was at Charles Street, I used to drink liquor at Charles Street, and the bar I have, the girl that there sent him to me and said, you must ask him. He must ask me to make him record. So he come to me and say, you would like to do some music. So I said to him, not yes or no, brother. You have to come at Beverly's. Come to Beverly's and then we listen to you. Because I don't want me here and there. I said, no, come to Beverly's record place up on him, North Street and Orange Street. I listen for you there. Never see him again going about when I'm close to leave Jamaica. Jimmy Cliff took him there up by Leslie Kong. And when him there, the only thing I could do is listen when them a record One Cup of Coffee.
Oh,
and Judge Not, them two tunes song. So I was about to leave Leslie to go to England with Prince. That was my big mistake though, but I said yes, I could go on. Because I with Leslie, I sing on Leslie, and I give me about £20 a tune, that's all. And Buster bring in Charlotte and said, they might give me a contract to go to England. And I must sign you up with £1,000. I said, £1,000? I said, yeah, man, that's the big money for me. Right? I'm going to take me £1,000, man. So, and we're going to go away now. So we have, Leslie can put on a farewell show for me. And that's what Bob Marley now come to the show. We put him on the show. Right. Well, while I was in Mapen, Clarendon, doing him at the theater. Right. And when Bob go on stage, he start pure dancing. Could have danced in here. Man, dance and I sing and dance. So I'm tired. When he go to the other verse, I'm tired. So when he come on stage, I said to him, Bob, I know so you do it. You must not dance when you're singing because you're going to rev yourself out. Just sing your first verse and your second verse, and then you can dance in the solo. After you finish dancing in the solo, you go back and normal again. And say, okay. So we took him to Montego Bay for the night farewell show. And while he was there, he come on stage and he sing his first song, One Cup of Coffee. And the crowd start booing. Boo him and say, him still never.
They boo him.
They booed him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Boo. I said, I'm going on and.
Right.
Him keep him cool, and just the next song is Judge Not Before You Judge Yourself. I said, when it said that, the whole place tear down. Because they didn't feel like him saying he make a song off of them now.
Oh, for them, right.
Right.
Judge not before you judge yourself. And that's about tear up the place. Mash up the whole show the night. I said, oh, in God. But me fly out left them. When me come at me, the same guy, Coxsone.
Okay.
Yeah. And go studio and go farm group. But that was my time with Bob.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't have much time with Bob Monson. And then
so pretty much Bob was on his own then.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Jimmy, well, me and Jimmy move, you have to say, everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere in Jamaica. Jimmy and I always, up to we have keep shows in school room when I have no band. And Jimmy Cliff was a real performer because when he's ready to sing with acapella and start dance, acapella, and roll himself into the ground, you can't believe it. That was Jimmy Cliff. Good.
Right.
Was good man at performing. Then Desmond Decker came in our way, and he was by Leslie Kong for a while before we give him any chance to record. And when he record one called his first song was his first song was Honor Your Mother and Father. Honor your mother and your father, that your days may be long on the land. That was his first song. And then so we started with Decca again. So with Decca come to our hand, Jimmy, Prince Buster himself, Patsy Todd, that's another one. She's good. And I sing a lot of songs with her. A lot of songs with Patsy. And my sister Pauline, she did a song with me called Never Miss the Water. That was a #1 seller for us too. So, and then we have this girl called Naomi.
Okay.
She and I do a lot of songs. I never sing with a lot of girls and give them a break.
Yeah.
Each one of them sing, they have a #1 seller. They always get them break. Heart and Cell is countless. Yeah.
Now tell me, Patsy Todd, is she still around?
But she gets senile.
Okay.
Right.
Oh wow. Well, I tell you what.
It's a pity she gone that way because she was such a great
Was it Millicent? Her real first name was Millicent. Was it Millicent?
Good.
Patsy
Millicent Todd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you ever have any dealings with the lady who sang My Boy Lollipop? I keep forgetting her name.
Millie Small?
Millie Smalls, yeah.
Yeah, man. Millie and I never sing together, but was very good friends.
Right,
But we
right.
never sing any song together. She sang our first song with him, Roy Panton. We'll meet. No matter where you run and hide there, I know we'll meet. We'll meet. Yes, we'll meet. That tune, Ryan Millie.
Right.
Yeah, that was our first song. Until she go up to England. 1964, I can remember. I was in England when Jamaica, My Boy Lollipop. And it become on Chris released that, Chris Blackwell, and I was on our show going around with her too. And at the same time, I'm coming out with Forward March album. And I used to go around with the album and put it at the foot of the mic them, and people would buy them. Meanwhile, I'm singing. That's how Chris Blackwell set it up. Right. Until she came home to Jamaica for the first time, and we have a big show at the stadium with Ines Charlie Fox, Millie Small, myself, and Patsy. We have a lot of American artists was there with us too. And so that was a big show. When come home and when the plane land, to meet with a big lollipop sweetie, big, nearly big as the you know, they welcome her home and so on.
Right.
That was good. Yeah, it was very good.
Right.
Yeah,
boy, I tell you what, we could talk to you forever and ever and ever.
I know.
There's so much history and just knowing a lot of these artists, you know, did not get their dues. You know what I mean? They did not. They came and they were staples, but did not get their dues. You know what I mean? It's sad. it's sad. It's sad because they icons again, like you, legend. Their songs legendary, and it's really
That's
sad.
right.
A lot of them will never see their dues. Only since they're gone, we can talk about it. But
Yeah. Well, I
such
can
is
talk
life.
about mine because I'm living.
Amen.
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 So let it be.
Let
And
it be.
and I have to say, right? I have to say this because it's like you have some magic potion. It's like you just seem to be aging backwards.
Yeah.
And whatever potion you have, I need that potion.
Listen, where's your wife? Because me feels in the wife, I take care of him well, good. You understand?
That could be the magic potion.
Well, good.
When my wife take care of me, well, 50 odd years ago, yeah.
Look at me, I said 58 years.
Yeah.
Yes, your wife has. Can we meet her? Would that be okay to meet your wife to say hello?
What's there? Mary, bring Nelly come here 1 second.
Where is Mama? We need to.
We have to. Look how the man look good. You can't tell we say
He's aging backwards. He must be eating some good corn milk porridge.
Yeah, man, Nelly take good care of me, man. To take good care of me. I want to tell you, since my feet get bad and not moving good,
right?
She have me all in wheelchair in America, pushing me around.
Oh wow!
People say, I feel so bad about it because she's up in age like myself because she's 77 now. I mean, if you see Nelly at 77, you think she's 16.
Well, that makes sense. She take care of you, she take care of herself.
Yeah.
Nelly here, Dad.
That is Nelly.
Backwards.
Hi.
Hello, Mama.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, how you doing?
Go down so them see that.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we see you now.
Yes.
I was asking him about his magic potion because you guys seem to be aging backwards.
Yes.
That's a good one.
No, the serious thing, you look like you're in your 50s, 50s, late 40s.
I'm way past that long time.
See it there? You look young.
You don't look 77, eh?
Thanks a lot for that compliments.
Impart some wisdom onto us. What is it we young ones are missing? What do we need to learn from you guys?
A lot. There's a lot to learn.
A lot.
Give us some tidbits.
You must quarrel sometime.
Quarrel?
Yeah.
Quarrel is good.
You can't live for 58 years and don't quarrel. There's something wrong.
Okay.
We ain't no stone. We're human, don't it?
Right.
So teeth and tongue must meet sometime.
Yes.
For real.
Nothing about that. Yeah.
Okay. And how do we resolve it? When teeth and tongue meet, how do we resolve it?
That's right.
We just don't notice each other. Because if you keep following the trap, it will last for a long time. So you just keep quiet and
ignore.
Ignore.
Someone start ignoring.
You know, one of the things I can see from both of you is the blessings of the Lord that seems to just rain down on you, and it spreads onto your family, your sons, and so forth, and it's beautiful to see. It really is. So I really applaud you, in real time.
Thank you.
Yes, we do. It's
I know to don't hear Beverly note. What's wrong with that?
Well, we're gonna open the mic to the audience now. So Beverly, we'll ask Beverly to be the first one to open our mic and talk to us. Beverly.
It's open. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we hear
you.
Very good.
Miss Nelly.
Hi.
Miss Nelly, honest, beautiful Nelly, you really look good,
Thank you.
Dada.
You don't remember She came here before.
Miss Nelly's supposed to remember me. I'll try we born in March, you know.
Yes, Beverly man came in before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We born
And
in
I was
March.
here.
yeah, you was here.
Mm-hmm.
Auntie Mackie, we used to be at Auntie Mackie.
Yeah, you know I'm from around Auntie Mackie.
I don't remember.
No, but
Me always
it's been a long
whenever I
time.
come to England, I never stay too long. Always just like a doctor's visit, you know. And just run back.
Miss Nelly, if you come Monday and it start to rain Tuesday, by Wednesday, me and Auntie Mackie in the kitchen, looking out the window saying, Nelly, I go now, you know. So it used to be, but you've forgotten. It's been many years, quite a few decades, you know. Yes, but it's nice.
You know what it boils down to? When you don't see each other often.
Yeah.
No, you don't see me. You, the two of you called me and cussed me out of the Ska Festival when I came here 1 April. And on a phone me from the hotel and said, where me there? You know, and you came on the phone and told me off too. Because all three are we born March.
Oh, you born March too?
All are we.
Okay.
This is you don't know about you.
Yes, you know a lot, yeah.
My history is vast with this family and extensions of the family, you know.
Yeah.
And Dada is my mentor, and he's been my mentor for over 30 years.
Okay.
Say it louder.
My mentor. Yeah. I've learned a lot, and I used to question him all the time. They ask enough questions, and I used to ask Micah a lot of questions too. And Derrick one day told me that
interviewed man, she and a white guy.
Who was that?
Your friend that do the interview. What's his name again?
Ladrick.
Radrick. That was his name?
Ladrick. Yeah, about 12 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, you and him came here, don't you?
No, him come there with his wife. I have nothing to do with that one.
Him and his wife did come, no? Okay.
Yeah, for the second part of the interview. The first one we did up at Shelley and House, remember? Yeah. So, but you're my everything as my mentor. You're still here. You've always been there. And you're still here at the end of it. At the end of the phone, you're here. You know?
I spoke with a friend Tinish today.
You talked to her.
Yes.
She come back?
No, she's in England.
Oh, but
she's in England, Mom. She came back here, you know, for health purposes. So she's here.
Did you call you?
Enjoying the weather.
Did you call you?
Yes, earlier on.
Because you want the link up, right?
Yeah, I sent her everything.
Does she get the link up?
I sent it to her, but she has to do it. She don't have it on her phone. She has to do it on her laptop. And I don't know.
Okay, Tinish, big up.
She will see you on the as a podcast. They can see it anytime. You know, it will always be there in history. Yeah. Yes. You didn't tell them about Busby, and that is something for me I will never.
What who?
Busby.
Busby?
Busby.
Busby.
Busby. Strong like lion, strong like iron.
Yes.
Busby.
Oh, well, you don't want to hear a story about it?
Every time you tell me about it, I could hear it again, but I don't know if anyone else wants to hear it. How that song was made. Tell them, please, that. No?
Oh, so they finished now.
Are they finished now?
We're not finished now.
I don't know. Is it finished?
No, finished. Are you asking if it's finished? No, we're not finished.
Okay, I weren't sure. Dada, you finished talking? Dada.
Whenever time you release me.
Release you. Who tie you up?
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna let somebody else come and ask you some questions here.
Okay, babe.
It was nice to be here with you.
Thank you, Bev.
Thank you.
All right, my mentor. Merrick, bless up. Mama Nelly, love you always. Even though you can't remember me, Right?
You see, when I don't see the person half thing, you know, they come out my brain.
I know. It's been years. I know.
Me to keep up with you have to see more often.
I know. I get cussed by that all the time. But I'm here at the end of the phone. Bless you all. You here?
All right.
Yes, Beverly, thank you.
And whoever next. All right. Bless you guys.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you. Okay, Sharon, over to you. You coordinate.
Take care.
Anybody, if there's anybody else who wanted to say a quick word or, you know, show your appreciation to our amazing guests this evening, afternoon, please say something.
Who's that?
The folks on the call.
Okay, anybody else? Ranking N, Aeon Toth? I'm not sure who that is. Aeon Toth.
A lot of people are watching.
Do you know who that is, 10 Star?
Yes, Aeon, he's been supporting our shows and sharing our shows. So
Okay.
yes. So big respect to Aeon, big respect to Rankin and Beverly Notes and Sharon.
Yes.
We're going to end the show now. So I want to say big respect to everyone who tuned in and was able to log in to hear his musical history and journey. You know, there's so much to be said about his history and where he stemmed from. I'm just happy to know that in my lifetime, he's been honored, you know. As they say, he's been given these flowers and he's been recognized.
Yeah.
And it's feel like Jamaica has forgotten about him, you know what I mean? A great thing, you know what I mean? Share with us how you feel right now, because share with us your feelings right now, you know, as far as you've come in the industry.
Well, I'm feeling good right now. Yes, I'm feeling good. Yeah. And I appreciate this Zoom that you do. Make me feel good like people next door watch me all over the world. Feeling good, man. Everything is good. I want them to finish now by going on my website. Well, my website is DME.world. Derrick Morgan Entertainment.world. Derrick Morgan OD, you can put in Derrick Morgan OD on any platform you want, and you'll find a lot of things about Derrick Morgan. Even when my wife a kill a lizard, all them things. Very good. She's afraid of lizard.
Like my mother, yes, like my mother. Terrified.
Yeah, man.
God bless you, Father. And
thank you.
I tell you, I'm glad that you're getting your recognition. You know, everything that is afforded onto you, you're receiving it in your lifetime. Right. You know, we didn't have to wait for you to pass and gone before you get recognized.
That's right. That's right.
Like so, you know, and you've outlived so many, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Many young ones.
Yeah, many young ones.
Imagine.
Live many young ones.
So we bless up your son, Merrick, for making it happen, and Sharon Bentley also for making it happen. And we bless everybody.
So big up to us.
Yeah, everybody. And those who are going to be watching it on YouTube, bless up yourselves. Sharon Mango, you have the last word.
I want to say again, Derrick, it's been an honor, a true honor to meet you.
Thank you.
We consider you family. You are a real musical icon.
Thank you.
You were the trendsetter. You're still a trendsetter. You have done things that you don't even know what you've done.
I know.
I tell you, God has blessed you in so many ways. He may have taken your sight, but you're still here to tell the tales.
Yeah, he took my sight, but he gave me something to live on.
And he gave you something, right? You didn't give up.
He gave me a talent that I can never refuse.
Right. Never refuse your talent. So God bless you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You are Merrick, if you can't hear me. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. And to Mama Nelly, God bless you. God bless you. You 8 years. Merrick, keep doing what you're doing. Look after your daddy. Make sure everything's set and ready. Make sure you stand firm.
Of course.
Your daddy. Yes. Blessings.
God bless you, Mary.
Thank you, guys.
Uncle Mike is Mango could say that.
That's right.
Sharon Mango said that. I mean, say that. Sharon Mango for real said that.
That's right.
Mary, is there anything you want us to know?
Yes, like that I said, follow him on all of his Instagram, Facebook, Derrick Morgan OD. My goal is to find a way to reach the younger generation and keep the ska alive.
You will.
That's my goal.
You will. That's never gonna. I have to honestly say that's never going to go away. You'll be surprised.
Never going nowhere.
It's not going nowhere. I'm here in the U.S. and there's small groups still. Building up there. You know what I'm saying? Building up their little name in the name of ska. And Derrick Morgan is in the forefront. There's so many. Music. You know what I mean? I see it all the time. So. Yes, you're doing good, and just keep it going because you are in the history books.
Yeah, true.
You are in the history books.
Yeah.
Go world record for that too. You are in. Nobody can change that. You can't erase that. You cannot erase that.
So, Sharon, let's salute the King of Ska.
Saluting the King of Ska. Yes.
Big salute. And Merrick, thank you for making it happen. Thank you for the constant, me and our dialogues together and so forth. And we're gonna keep it going. Yeah.
Amen.
Sure.
Thank you.
Right.
God bless you, brother. All right then. So we're gonna end the show with this too because Derrick Morgan said he is the conqueror.
That's right. Bring that up.
Introducing myself as your hints from space. I am no Skylarker. I'm only known as a conquering ruler. Coming from the north with my face to the south, I'm quite sure I can knock you out. I'm the conqueror. Anywhere you go, the conqueror. I want you all to know the conqueror, and I rule also the conqueror. I don't mess with the east nor the west. I leave the public to suggest I'm the conqueror.
Yo, Derrick, you have to do this live. Just give me a few bars. Whatever you can do, give me a few bars.
Coming from the north with my face to the south, I'm quite sure I can knock you out. I'm the conqueror. Anywhere you go, I'm the conqueror. And the ruler, so I'm the conqueror. I want you all to know I'm the conqueror. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We're gonna get out of here, and my guest tomorrow is gonna be Anthony Malvo. All right, the legendary Anthony Malvo. So we're gonna be back here tomorrow, same time, same place.
Yes, sir.
I am no Skylarker. I'm only known as a conquering ruler. Coming from the north with my face to the south, I'm quite sure I can knock you out. I'm the conqueror. Anywhere you go, the conqueror. I want you all to know the conqueror, and I rule also the conqueror. I don't mess with the east nor the west. I leave the public to suggest I'm the conqueror. Anywhere you go,
the conqueror. I want you all to know the conqueror, and I rule also the conqueror.
Well, that's all, folks. That's my line. Step aside, babe. Let a star do this. That's all. That's all, folks.
Can I go home now?
I'm 10-star General from Stockhead Promotions, and I'm out of here.